like you. Be strong to hold the powers of the sun.
Hey guys, Happy New Year. I've made it to Australia safe and sound. I'm here with Mr. Parallaxx himself. Hey guys, this is Dan. He signed up, he started with SFM 12 months ago, I think I introduced you, right? He's now created his own kitesurfing apparel brand, right? Parallaxx. I'm rocking the apparel here, got his hat. We got the boards in the back. We're going kite surfing, baby. That's what we live for. What do you think, Dan? You excited for it?
Yeah, I'm excited. We've got about 20 knots by the looks of it, so we've got a range of different kites to take them out. Practice some new moves. I'll show Luke some new moves. I know he's been out of the game for a little while, so we'll go easy on him. But that's alright, I'll teach him some kite surfing, he can teach me some business, and we win at life together.
I fucking love it. That's what this community is about, right? Really building something that you love doing and networking with incredible people and what they're good at doing as well, and sharing, masterminding, and living your best life. That's it, right, Dan?
Absolutely.
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 Sunscreen on my nose. Everyone's gonna call me Rudolph. Christmas is past.
So just finished up first kite session of the year. I was actually better than what I had expected, but Dan still says I'm pretty shit. So I guess that's that's the verdict. However, there was one discovery that we made today that Boracay, after Indonesia. Boracay is an island in the Philippines where it's one of the best kite surfing spots in the world. That is going to be the next destination after Momentum Day in Brisbane or in Gold Coast. Anybody who's coming to that and wants to have an extended holiday away, you're welcome to catch a flight out of Brisbane to Boracay with me. That was just agreed upon today. What do you think, Dangus? You gonna come?
Good agreement. Oh, yeah. Just have to see where things are up to.
Well, at least if Dan doesn't come, I can enhance I can improve my kite surfing skills in one of the best spots in the world. So when we do rendezvous elsewhere, he won't be talking smack so much because I'll be far better than him. I'll be the smack talker then. So the ability to travel the world anywhere, chasing the wind to these fantastic countries, that's just one of the benefits of liberating yourself from time and space, right? What I mean by that is by generating a passive or semi-passive income that allows you to basically earn an income wherever you are in the world. So that's what we're going to be discussing today. Let's jump straight in. So what we've got here is a time and space axis. Now we've got a list of variable different incomes or the income types that fall into every category. Whatever job it is, whatever income stream it is, it falls into one of these boxes. So let's get stuck into it. This column here is active income. This is where most 90% of jobs are active. You're trading time for money. Now there's two categories for active. You got mobile and non-mobile, right? So working through the list of mobile being you don't need to go to a certain space to work, right? So you might negotiate with your boss that you can work from home from your laptop for a day or a couple of days a week, or perhaps all the time. An online job, there's a lot of these online jobs popping up these days, such as Fiverr is a platform where you can go and trade your service, provide a service to people doing online work, whatever it is. Moving down to the non-mobile, so this is where 90% of people still are. This is your typical hands-on job, laboring job, corporate office, right? Whatever it is, if you have to go to a certain office, to a work site, or even have to drive, say if you're a taxi driver, it's still non-mobile. You still have to be in a certain space and you're still trading that time. So this is where most people are in the non-mobile space. Now, there's no reason today to have to settle here. There's so many online jobs popping up that this here, great place to start. If you can work your way up there, you're already ahead of most of the crowd. Moving down the list, semi-passive. So the definition of semi-passive income is something that requires an hour or less a day, so 7 hours a week. If it requires more than that, it's active. It also needs to have the ability to scale, meaning that you're not trading a fixed amount of time for a fixed result, right? So these are your things like blog or a vlog. Of course, create better content, more subscribers, still doing the same amount of work, but you're getting a larger following, and of course your income increases over time. Things like online businesses, right? This could be your Amazon FBA, providing a product or a service, right? And selling that out, sending that out to your followers or to your consumers. Affiliate marketing, very big one, big one. This is obviously where I have learned most of what I do, and this is where most of my income comes from. FX trading, that's another big one. So moving down the list, we've got semi-passive, non-mobile income. So firstly, we're looking at perhaps an outsourced business. You can trade your part of your capital that you're earning from a successful business. Let's say you're a builder or a laborer of sorts. You know, you do tiles or you build roofs. You own a successful business and you're earning money and you're generating profit. What you can do is use some of those profits to hire more staff, right? Hence, you've got the scalability, but it does also require you to be in a certain space. You still need to manage these staff, right? Now, it may take a lot less time. It may only take you, half a dozen hours a week, so it still falls into semi-passive. You still need to be in a certain space. Things like a market stall, similar things. You can own a shop front. You can own a franchise. You can be a franchise owner, and if you bought a Subway franchise and you're just managing it, you employ a manager, somebody else to manage it for you, but you still need to make sure everything's operating, and you can scale. You can buy multiple of these, and you can scale up from there. Semi-passive, non-mobile. Still requires you to be in a certain space. Now we move up to passive mobile income. This is the passive income that you hear, digital marketers, and you see them on YouTube and people claiming, pay a couple of $1,000s for a course and you get true passive income, right? That's not the case. If it's going to only cost you a couple of $100 or a couple of $1,000s, that's a complete fantasy, or they have a misunderstanding of what passive income truly is. Passive income means it requires zero time. It requires no time, and it also doesn't require any space. You may get a location-independent income, but if it's truly passive, it means it does not require any time at all from you. So this is the scale, space, time. This is zero time. This is seven or less hours, and this is 7+ hours a week. This is the income type that is true passive income, means that you will earn money, you will transcend death, right? This means that you can set up trust funds. You can, before you die, you can set up a trust fund, you can leave that behind for your kids, and that will still be producing money for you 100, 200, 300 years down the line. So you can set up a 200-year savings plan or investment plan. You leave this with your estate planners, and that will be paying out dividends or bonds or annuities or whatever it is to your family after you're dead. So the idea is to go up and right. Now, passive, semi-passive, and active. This doesn't mean that any of these are better than the other. The best option is to have a nice even spread of the three of these. If there's something you love doing, even if it's non-mobile and active income, if this is something you absolutely love doing, there's nothing wrong with that. If this is your calling, if you are working for a charity that involves you having to fly to a certain place to Indonesia to save the orangutans, that's great. If that's your calling, perfect. But that does not mean that you need to sacrifice a semi or a passive income, right? This is where we need to be moving up towards. So myself, I have active, semi-passive, and passive income streams. First, work your way up and then to the right. Working from home, online jobs, this is a great place to start. And then I started building these other two. So I skim part of every single dollar I earn. I put that into passive investing. I buy stocks, I buy shares, I invest in the S&P 500. Many people start here, that's fine. If you want to learn how to get started here and become time and space liberated with a semi-passive income, then SFM, you've heard me speak about SFM before, sign up to their course. They explain all of this in their course and exactly how to achieve that. So I'm going to wrap this up. This mini lesson went on a little bit longer than expected. I hope you took some value from that, and that sheds a little bit more clarity on the different income types. Again, time and space liberation, that's what you want to be working on above all else. So firstly, you can work on becoming location independent. So it doesn't matter where you are, you're earning that income. Work on passive, work on active, work your way through to semi-passive and eventually passive, and then be able to completely transcend the workforce, right? Beyond death, when you're an angel, you're still able to be sharing gifts with your world for generations to come. 10 generations down the line, your kids, if you've set it up well with your estate planner, you can actually still be paying their way and helping support, you know. So I hope you took some value from this lesson, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.